Jeremiah chapter 27. Early in the reign of Zedekiah, son of Josiah, king of Judah, Jeremiah received this message from God. Make a harness and a yoke, and then harness yourself up. Send a message to the kings of Edom, Moab, Ammon, Tyre and Sidon. Send it through their ambassadors who have come to Jerusalem to see Zedekiah, king of Judah. Give them this charge to take back to their masters. This is a message from God-of-the-Angel-Armies, the God of Israel. Tell your masters, I'm the one who made the earth, man and woman, and all the animals in the world. I did it on my own without asking anyone's help, and I hand it out to whomever I will. Here and now, I give all these lands over to my servant Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. I have made even the wild animals subject to him. All nations will be under him, then his son, and then his grandson. Then his country's time will be up, and the tables will be turned. Babylon will be the underdog servant. But until then, any nation or kingdom that won't submit to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, must take the yoke of the king of Babylon and harness up. I'll punish the nation with war and starvation and disease until I've got them where I want them. So don't for a minute listen to all your prophets and spiritualists and fortune tellers who claim to know the future and who tell you not to give in to the king of Babylon. They're handing you a line of lies, barefaced lies, that will end up putting you in exile far from home. I myself will drive you out of your lands, and that'll be the end of you. But the nation that accepts the yoke of the king of Babylon and does what he says, I'll let that nation stay right where it is, minding its own business. Then I gave this same message to Zedekiah, king of Judah. Harness yourself up to the yoke of the king of Babylon. Serve him and his people. Live a long life. Why choose to get killed or starve to death or get sick and die, which is what God has threatened to any nation that won't throw its lot in with Babylon? Don't listen to the prophets who are telling you not to submit to the king of Babylon. They're telling you lies, preaching lies. God's word on this is, I didn't send these prophets, but they keep preaching lies, claiming I sent them. If you listen to them, I'll end up driving you out of here, and then it will be the end of you, both you and the lying prophets. And finally, I spoke to the priests and the people at large. This is God's message. Don't listen to the preaching of the prophets who keep telling you, trust us. The furnishings plundered from God's temple are going to be returned to Babylon any day now. That's a lie. Don't listen to them. Submit to the king of Babylon and live a long life. Why do something that will destroy this city and leave it a heap of rubble? If they are real prophets and have a message from God, let them come to God-of-the-Angel-Armies in prayer, so that the furnishings that are still left in God's temple, the king's palace and Jerusalem's, aren't also lost to Babylon. That's because God-of-the-Angel-Armies has already spoken about the temple furnishings that remain. The pillars, the great bronze basin, the stands, and all the other bowls and chalices that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, didn't take when he took Jehoiakim, son of Jehoiakim, off to Babylon exile, along with all the leaders of Judah and Jerusalem. He said that the furnishings left in the temple of God and in the royal palace and in Jerusalem will be taken off to Babylon and stay there until, in God's words, I take the matter up again and bring them back where they belong.